2024 is a year filled with external forces putting pressure on the housing market. Interest rates, plus we have certain lawsuits and an election. Should you sell your home in 2024 is a question that a lot of people are asking. And this video is going to dive into should you, the reasons why you should and why you shouldn't sell your home in 2024. My name is Brandon Faber. I'm a local realtor with RE/MAX of Grand Rapids, and this channel is dedicated to educating homeowners about selling their home, about different aspects of their home, marketing their home, the market, and all things real estate. So if you could hit that subscribe button so you make sure you stay up to date with all the tips and trends in today's market, because it is moving fast. So how I'm going to approach this subject is like I'm sitting at the table right across from you, as I would consult anyone who's thinking about selling. My first set of questions would be around your personal situation. So if you were to sell, where would you move to? What is taking you there? How soon do you want to be there? Those are huge motivating factors. And in a market like this one, you do have to have some level of motivation, because it's going to take some effort on the buy side. So why would you want to go through that, the selling of your home, if you're not fully sure and motivated on your next step? Next, we'll talk about, is it actually realistic for you to move? Is it financially responsible for you to move? Now, I can't answer that for you, but when you take into account how much equity you have, how much money you have saved, can you purchase contingent or non-contingent? All of those factors matter. Is it realistic for you to take on your next home and its payment it carries and the lifestyle you'll be living there? Is it realistic for you to actually accomplish this year? Then it'll be about your home yourself. Is your home ready to hit the market? What has to be done in order to get the highest dollar for it? How long will that actually take? Does that fit in with your timeline? Of course, we can always adjust how your home is priced accordingly, but if you want to get the most money you can, which most people do, it's going to take some level of investment in time and money to get it there, more likely than not. Now, I can't answer whether or not it's the right time for you to move, but what I can help you talk through and work through is what potentially it could look like if you were to wait, by answering our next set of questions around the market. Specifically, we're talking about market conditions. What kind of market are we in? Well, in Grand Rapids, we are still in a seller's market, which means we have less than 3 or 4 months of inventory, which means we have less than 3,000 to 4,000 homes available for sale in the Grand Rapids area. At this current moment in time, at the shooting of this video, we have about 1,000 homes available, which means we have 1 month of inventory, which means in 30 or 31 days, if no new homes were listed, we would be completely out of homes available for buyers to purchase, which is great when you're considering selling your home, especially when on average a home has 13 showings until it's pending, which means buyers, there's 13 on average, 13 buyers per individual market, per home being shown and listed, wanting to purchase your home, or at least giving it an idea. I would be a little nervous if there were 1 or 2 buyers or showings per listing. We're up to 13, and that's on average. Some get more, some get less, obviously, but that is a really solid number, especially when you take into account that does not count any kind of open house traffic. We've all seen those open houses where there's 20 or 30 groups through. Now, some of them may be going for a second showing, but that is a ton of people going through specific homes. So that's on the seller side, in your shoes. Now let's take a look through the buyer's perspective. With that, we have the buyer's buying power to consider. When interest rates went up, buying power went down. And now that interest rates have been higher and have been leveled off and haven't fluctuated a lot in recent months, buyers are kind of getting used to it. It's one of those things where, okay, this is just how it's going to be. I'm sick of sitting on the sidelines, so I'm getting after it, is what buyers are saying. And we're seeing more and more bidding wars, buyers getting equally aggressive as they were when rates were lower. That means waiving inspections, high appraisal gap guarantees, above list by 10% or more. So we need to keep that in mind, that despite the buying power being low and an inventory being low, we are still seeing prices go higher and buyer action level very high, which bodes well for you if you're thinking about selling your home this year, because you have more buyers active and willing to be aggressive to purchase your home. Now, if you're looking to buy in this market, it is a little more difficult, and we can talk through strategies to ease up that tension on you when we get to that point. And speaking of which, we are seeing steady appreciation trends, which means whether you're doing your purchase now and after selling your home or in the future, we are seeing things steadily appraise. If you look at one of my recent market update videos, we are seeing some massive equity or appreciation gains in the Grand Rapids area. Anywhere from 14 to 33% is the top 7 zip codes in the area. We are seeing steady appreciation, and if you wait, what is your cost of waiting? That needs to be part of this calculation. You have to think now, but you also have to think in the future. Chances are, unless we end up seeing more of that inventory number climb up, we're not going to see home prices go down. And if you're thinking, well, if the interest rates get lower, it's going to make things easier, I'm going to tell you, what would you rather do? Would you rather have a lower interest rate, or would you rather have a little bit higher interest rate without higher bidding wars, which can get equally exhausting because you are battling a bunch more buyers. We should have a little more inventory too, but I have been shopping in both markets with buyers, and I will tell you that this current market is a lot less stressful than it was when rates were lower, because we had a little firmer grasp on where things might go because the money wasn't as cheap. So to sum all of that up, your buying power could get better, but you may be paying more for the same home next year as you would be this year. So the bottom line is, if a move is a must-do and doable for you, just understand the current market conditions that we're in, what they could be in the future, and how to best prepare for that. Something that I always like working with is the known facts. Now, I don't know what they're going to be in the future. If this is going to work for me now, great. If it's not, I guess I have to face the facts of that, and how can I best set myself up for a future sale and a future purchase. If you have concerns about the bottom falling out of the housing market, you're going to be in a home anyway. So would you rather be in your current home or be in a different home? And how big of a difference is that for you? For some of you, it is going to be a yes and I should, and some of you it's going to be no and heck no, I should not. Or maybe it's not right now. Regardless of what situation you're in, now you have the facts to help back up which direction you're going to be heading in. So which person are you? Are you the person who is like, yeah, I think I should do it this year? Or maybe you're, I don't know, maybe I'll have to wait. Or maybe you are the person who said, definitely not going to do it. I'm not ready for whatever reason. Any of those situations, if you're looking for some guidance through that, please reach out to me. Phone call, text, or an email. You'll find my information below. And also below, drop a comment. Do you agree with these statements? What do you think is going to happen? Would love to hear from you. And of course, hit that subscribe button so you stay up to date on all these tips and trends that we're seeing. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.